The views and comments expressed on the following radio program by its hosts and their guests do not necessarily reflect the views of RMCOnAir.com or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
I see what you're doing, yeah, I see what you go through. Put my lighter in the air, the truth is you're beautiful, 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 beautiful. Now put your lighter in the air for us. Everybody singing together, singing.
What's up, Just Sports with Sonny Wells? And we have a full house tonight. Full house. Let's go around the room. Go ahead.
Got Smitty here. All right, Pierre Daniel.
Scott.
D. Rambo.
Ralph Lawson.
Marquise Lawson.
Yeah, father and son in the house tonight. Man, there's been a lot of great basketball. There's been a lot of talk on the football with the flat balls and all that. But
Deflategate.
Deflategate. But let's start off with the basketball earlier in the week with the Paul Pierce shot where he said, the commentator asked him, did you call grass? He said, nah, I call game.
Now that series, when they blew a 20-point lead against the Warriors, Beal letting the clock wind down. Beal against Bazemore. Here comes Pierce with 5 seconds left. Pierce with 3. Pierce with 2. Pierce fall away at the horn. It's gone! Paul Pierce does it again as the Wizards win it. 103-101.
Yeah. Gotta love that. Inglewood in the house.
Inglewood Hall.
So let's go around the room. Your thoughts, Smitty?
That was a great shot, but unfortunately tonight his great shot didn't work for him.
Yeah, I ever heard it was stuck in his hands. You see it, Pierre?
Yeah, it was
a
great shot. But
it was off the fingertips.
Fraction of a second, that's what.
Before it was instant replay, that would have counted. You know what I'm saying? They would have gave him that a home job too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Good point.
Your thoughts?
Nah, that light went off.
It was that clear?
It was off.
Well, they called it good though.
Yeah.
And so a replay overturned.
It overturned that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't see it. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what happened. You guys get to see it?
Nah, I didn't see it.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's talk about last night, and it reminds me of Lawndale basketball, where we were up by 27 points in the third period and lost the championship game in double overtime by 4.
Right.
Shades of Lawndale, but it was the Clippers. Now, I think that it's the coach's fault because he's 0 for 3. That coach is 0 for 3. Did you guys know that?
0 for 3
in final games like that. He hasn't won it.
in closeout games.
Yep. We don't have a clip for it for the verification, but that's his stats. Your thoughts, Smitty? Take it around the room.
Well, I just say this. I jumped on the Clippers bandwagon last week at our show here, and true to form, they're disappointing me. And I'm going to root for them in Houston, but I don't think they stand a chance in Houston. I really don't. What about you, Pierre?
Well, actually, I'm certainly a Clippers fan. However, I will say that I think Houston's going to win on Sunday. You look at over 80% of the teams that play Game 7 at home win. However, approximately 80% of the teams that go up 3-1 win the series as well.
Yes.
So the Clippers went up 3-1, but they're playing Game 7 at home. I think Houston had playing at home. They had the momentum. I think that when those three-point shots start falling, it's lights out. And on top of that, I think the player who I would have voted for this year, MVP, Harden, he still hasn't had a breakout game yet. I think that crowd's going to be crazy down there in Houston. And I think the Clippers had their chance. They had their chance last night, and they just choked, man. I mean, there was just a storm, just a perfect storm for Houston, and the Clippers lost their opportunity to close them out. I think it's going to hurt them. I think for several years down the road.
Bigfoot.
Well, what sticks out to me, man, is I always have an issue with guys that don't reach their potential. And when it comes to Dwight Howard, man, I mean, you know, he's in a position where you've got Hakeem Olajuwon teaching him the post. He's got Kevin McHale. He's had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and this guy is still. And, I mean, arguably he's not a true center, but he's got enough guys around him for him to have stepped up a little bit more. And so, you know, they just haven't showed up until these last couple of games. And to me, you know, unless he rises to the occasion, man, they don't deserve to win.
Wow.
As a Clipper fan, and has been through all the ups and downs, the peaks and valleys of the Clippers, last night we didn't.
The Donald Sterling era?
The fall down.
The whole Donald Sterling and all. Matter of fact, I give Donald Sterling some of the blame for this loss. The Clippers lost the game. Houston didn't win it. We lost it. We gave it to them. I'm going to say I have taken a beating today from everyone, especially Laker fans. I told them part of the reason we lost that wagon you guys got on, dropped off in front of the Staples Center, kind of weighed us down, gave us bad luck. But I would say that, yeah, it looks totally impossible for the Clippers. I'm going to say, yeah, we have a chance to win. And I believe in this team. Yes, they choke. All of the negative above, they choke. Yes. If you do a blame pie with this team, everybody get a piece of it. You know, everybody get a piece of this.
They kind of let down in this one.
Yeah, but it's the fact that I think, and during the first half, it came to me that maybe, because I saw some things that wasn't good in the first half. Number one, bad perimeter defense. So many open looks, it was a shame. Just around the basket, not making layups. Yeah. And it just isn't. And then at halftime, the score was 65-63. Too much. That's not playing defense, and we can't allow that. They got to be in the 50s, and we got to be up. And so the Clippers, just too many things that wasn't going well. And I think that maybe since they choked, the moment might have been too much for them. Because you sit there and think about it, we win this, we go to the finals.
That's a good point.
Okay, we go to the finals, and that's including Chris Paul. Okay, I know everybody on him, but he had a darn good game. Yeah. Okay, but the rest of them, you know, DeAndre, you was on the court. You wasn't sitting down this time. Okay, and the record shows that when you on the court playing, you know, we are plus 38, I think, in points when you playing. So I think that they all had too long to think about this thing and realize
they couldn't buy a basket in the last few minutes of the game.
Well, they couldn't buy a basket because they got tight. You can't make a basket when you get tight when you're a shooter. Yeah. And they all got tight. Everybody got tight. Nobody wanted to shoot the ball. Okay, they play, you know, and one of our biggest weaknesses came up once again. Perimeter defense is horrible. And, you know, Houston shot 40.6% from the three-point lines. That's high.
Yeah.
That's high. That's too high. 42 is fantastic. And they're a good three-point shooting team, but if you don't contest them, as you look at, you know, Smith, really. Yeah. Okay, you go back to Houston Smith, you can shoot all those jumpers again. And I just think that we have a chance. I believe in Lazarus. We're going to Lazarus them, and I think we're going to come from the dead. I really do. I have to, because, like I said, I took a beating today, and I want to stand up front and center.
Go ahead, father and son team, coach. Go ahead. Tell me what you thought.
Well, I thought it's an interesting point, but I think the length of the Houston Rockets with Smith and Trevor, Dwight, you know, being just a defensive presence and forcing the Clippers to be basically one side of the floor. When they did give it to Blake was getting the ball in the low post, but he was playing on the left side of the floor, and then in the third quarter, the Clippers got most of their buckets in the third quarter off of transition. They didn't run an efficient offense, and when that was a problem with the 9-minute mark, they're up by 13, and you can't get an efficient offense because you worried about the length. So when they put James Harden on the bench late in the third going into the fourth, you move from a 6'5" guard who needs to have the ball in isolation to a 6'7" Trevor who doesn't need the ball and who can move without the ball and just spot up and shoot. That's a big difference. So you get through the whole fourth quarter with the team play of Houston. They outplayed them. Kevin McHale said during the timeout, he was like, guys, it's going to take us all to do this because our season is on the line. And when he said that, everybody stepped up. The Clippers, as DC said, they got tight. And then they went into the tank. And Doc, I'm still frustrated with Doc with the Lakers and Boston series from him getting tight. You know what I'm saying? He's known for that.
And that's what I said earlier.
I'm still hot at him. Like,
you can't close out.
You know how much money I lost on that series? Because he got, like you said, he 0-3. I don't understand that. I'm coaching, an aspiring coach on the amateur level, potentially trying to go Division I. But this is a pro coach, and if I'm able to break down this whole thing, I don't understand. I don't know what he was watching. I don't understand that. You should have stopped. You should have stopped them and set everybody down. And when you don't go deep in your bench, and they run out of gas.
Well, you can't go deep in the bench.
You gotta go deep in the bench. If you got Halls there, a bigger body to contend with a Dwight Howard, who we just said is a scrub. You got two scrubs. They cancel each other out.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. You got a trust factor. He don't at that particular time.
6 players. You did that with the Boston and Lakers. That's what I'm saying. You lost a championship on the Lakers floor. Because you going with 6 players and you scared to go deep in your bench. Phil Jackson wins 12 or 13 championships, 12 championships, because he go deep in his bench. I remember him putting Michael Jordan on the bench and bringing Judd Butler to shoot threes. That's what I'm saying. You got to go deep in your bench. Coach the whole team, not 6 players.
Well, I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't necessarily agree with that.
Yeah, let me ask you right quick about when you say Howard's a scrub. I mean, but he did put up 20-21. That's 20.
He's a scrub, man.
I don't know.
Well, he might have been a scrub. He wasn't a scrub last night. You get 21 rebounds. He outplayed DeAndre Jordan totally.
We just said tonight.
You're right.
We just said you
overall,
got Kevin
I agree with that. Overall, his overall play, yes.
You got Kevin McHale. Kevin Garnett came in with Kevin McHale. You see what Kevin Garnett turned out to be. Right. You got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He working with Kareem. He still ain't developed nothing. And you got Olajuwon. And you still haven't done nothing. So I'm saying, well, that's what I mean as a big man. You got to be completely dominant in the low post as well as on the defensive side of the ball. That's all I'm saying.
Well, one thing about it, Kevin McHale as the coach out-coached Doc Rivers.
Yes,
he did.
He had answers for the Clippers that the Clippers couldn't respond to, and that was part of his game plan. Josh Smith. Yeah. He played a great game.
Yeah.
Okay, and like you mentioned, Trevor Ariza.
Right.
Yeah, the strategies he put into the Clippers didn't counter it.
Brewer, and don't forget about Brewer.
See, the thing
Brewer
about
was the man.
Right.
Southpaw,
we're all old enough
specialist.
to remember the Lakers in Showtime.
Yes.
Had Magic been on the floor, Magic would have said, listen, we going to stop all this. I'm getting to the foul line. I'm going to throw the ball in the air and scream and yell and call for the refs to call a foul.
Right.
When Magic get to the free throw line, now he's managing the game.
Yes.
No one took charge to manage the game.
Right.
Everybody was standing around watching, hoping that we make a shot. You got Matt Barnes taking threes. You know, his percentage of shooting threes is terrible.
Yeah.
So you looking for him to shoot threes, you looking for Crawford to shoot threes, and you really relying on J.J. Redick. And all 3 of those guys shot terrible.
Yeah.
What about Blake Griffin? Seems like he ran out of gas.
He ran out of gas because his post game is limited. Mm-hmm. He only has a couple of moves. He's not a Kevin McHale. If you get a ball to Kevin McHale on the post, you wrap it up. You know what's going to happen. That 17, 18 points that he's going to give you, the up and unders, he going to get somebody in foul trouble. The game is going to slow down. You can manage the game
That's
better.
old school basketball.
It still applies.
Yeah, I agree with you.
No, look, they slowed the game down, but
Yes.
that wasn't the way they got the lead. They were running.
Got to get the league in transition.
Exactly.
But then you playing.
That's a coaching
You hoping
error.
that the clock catch Houston. And
You're hoping, but that's a coaching
so you
error.
playing not to lose. You're not playing to win.
Right, and they lost.
You want the clock to catch them. That's crazy.
It is.
Because you're looking for a break to, all right, we're going to rally through from the crowd.
Yeah.
Right? And we rally from the crowd and get the momentum going because that's what they did in the third to take the big lead.
They got comfortable when they got that big lead.
Right. I got nervous with 9 minutes left, 13 points down. I was like, this don't look right.
Yeah, this don't look good.
So I mean, but you know, everybody has their opinion, and that's just mine. That's just mine.
Respect them. We can respect.
Did we ever get to the football? We never. You know, take a break. We'll be right back. Just Sports with Sonny Wells.
Hey, are you tired of those same old energy drinks with bad taste? Make a switch to Pitbull Energy Drink with a guaranteed no aftertaste. Pitbull offers more energy with ginseng and vitamins B6 and B12 with a ginger ale lemon lime. Pitbull meets the consumer's demand for better tasting and healthier energy products with a guaranteed no aftertaste. Make a switch to Pitbull Energy Drink. Pitbull offers more energy with ginseng and vitamins B6 and B12 with a ginger ale lemon lime flavor. Pitbull meets the consumer's demand for better tasting and healthier energy products. For more information on Pitbull energy drinks, bars, and mixes, visit their website at hiphopbev.com. That's hiphopbev.com. Online orders available at hiphopbev.com.
Smith,
We're back with Just Sports with Sonny Wells.
Watch your mind.
All right.
Wow. We had it going over there. Hey, we got a guest. Mr. Julius Jackson's in the house. We were just talking. Clap it up for him. Young, inspiring boxer. One of my boys' proteges, I guess you could call it. It's my boy Sammy Watson.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Sam.
Yeah.
But look, you got him on mic? Tell us about yourself. We got a couple of clips we're going to show while you're talking there. Go ahead. Tell us about yourself.
Yeah, man. As you said, I'm a prospect fighter coming up. Currently, I'm 19-0, 15 knockouts.
Oh,
yeah, man.
all right.
And I have a pretty good amateur background. You know, I've been to the 2008 Olympics, and you know, I have a lot of Caribbean championships and won some big tournaments. So, and my dad, of course, a lot of people know me from my dad. Julian the Hawk Jackson is my dad, and he's a Hall of Famer. You know, 3-time world champion. Woo. And yeah, me and my brother both are professional now, and coming up the ranks.
Genes, y'all. That's the good genes. Keep going, baby. Keep going.
Currently, super middleweight, 168 pounds.
168.
Yeah, yeah. Currently, I'm 5th in the world by the IBF.
Whoa.
So yeah, getting up there, man. Getting up there. So hopefully, I'll fight soon. Maybe June or July. Maybe out here in the West Coast.
Yeah.
You know, Team Heyman and Team Watson are working on my next fight.
Team Heyman and Team Watson.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, my folks.
Yeah, man. So I'm currently here in LA because you know, I'm the main sparring mate for Gennady Golovkin, the middleweight champion right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm out here. I get him ready for his championship fights, and that's why I'm here. So he's fighting tomorrow at the Forum. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Is that right?
Yeah.
What time?
Yeah, Triple G.
What
Most
time?
feared middleweight in the world.
You know what
right?
time?
Triple G.
Yeah, fight start at 4:30, man.
Is that right?
Yeah, 4:30. So
I guess the tickets aren't that aren't that much up there.
I mean, it's great to see boxing back at the Forum. It's been so many
Great to see
years.
boxing back, period. I'm thrilled with
So what you
boxing.
think about the last fight?
Yeah, man, that was a good fight, man. Floyd is. I don't think a lot of people know how genius he is. You know, boxing wise.
I think so.
In order for him to shut down a fighter like Manny Pacquiao, that's incredible. You know, Pacquiao is such a tenacity fighter. You know, he just comes forward. He has a lot of energy, and Floyd shut him down. Basically shut him down just by his style, his defensive style. Shut him down.
Floyd,
and that's impressive, man.
May I ask,
Mayweather's.
What is your style of boxing? I haven't. Seen
yeah, I do both, man. I'm a boxer, puncher. You know,
Okay.
my dad. I kind of inherited some of my dad's power, so you know, I kind of.
So you're talking about knocking some folks out a little bit, then, huh?
Right.
Okay.
But, you know, coming.
Hey,
right,
look.
yeah, pops was
I was going to ask you, what do you think about Floyd Mayweather's work ethic and the type of?
Man.
Are you anywhere close to that?
But you know, I would hope so. You know, but it'll prove in my records and in my fights. You know, but yeah, definitely.
He runs like twice a day, 7 miles.
Yeah.
One at 2:00 in the morning and one in the hot sun. And,
Yeah, everybody says it. Whoever sees him work out, he works.
It's
and he's
ridiculous.
focused when he works. He doesn't just work, and you can see he's focused. He really works on his craft. You know, develops himself, and that's important, man. Especially in boxing, very important.
I've never seen you fight, so describe yourself. Who do you look like that we would know?
That's a tough one, man.
You look like somebody. Come on now.
Man, I'm a mixture, man. That's the thing. I do both, man. I mix it up. You know,
southpaw style, and then
I do both.
What?
Yeah, this
You're pretty versatile then.
Yeah, I mix it up, and and that's the thing. I'm a thinker. You know, I'm a thinker. I'm also a chef.
Now, you
as
don't
well.
look like you done got hit too much.
Yeah, I don't get much.
So you got that Floyd Mayweather type.
I got
I'm
some
moving out the way because you're really not going to hit me.
Yeah. And yeah, man. So only five guys have lasted all rounds with me. So I have the pop like Pops too.
What class is your brother in?
He's a junior middleweight, 154.
Okay, so he's under you.
Yeah, he's
the oldest.
No, I have an older brother.
What?
Yeah, it's a lot of us. My dad still going. I got sister,
Pops.
4 or 5. I'm like, what?
Big up the Pops.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm
not
from the
playing.
Caribbean, man. The Virgin Islands. That's where I'm from. That's where we're from.
Wow.
Same place as Tim Duncan and all them boys.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
You got real good genes, boy.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah, we got a lot of amazing athletes come out of the Virgin Islands. Emil Griffith. I don't know if you guys know Emil Griffith.
Yeah.
All these guys from Virgin Islands. Yeah.
Wow, man. We got any clips to play of him, man? I'd really like to just...
Yeah, he was just showing one. I just saw
Yeah.
it. That was my
Was it
last
clear?
fight in Seattle on Showtime.
Pull it up. Oh, you took it down? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know, we want to thank you for coming in, man.
Oh, definitely, man. It's my pleasure.
Feel free to come back anytime. We're here every Friday night from 9 to 9:30.
Awesome,
We'd love
man.
to have you come in and just sit in and just be part of the crew.
Yeah, I already like your conversation, man. This guy knows his stuff right here.
Oh, yeah, that's my boy. He came by the barbershop today, and I was like, come on by, man. Yeah, I'll buy you something to eat. Had to bribe him, you know.
Yeah.
Him and his son. Matter of fact, if you don't mind, we would switch real quick.
No problem.
His son is a standout over here at Crenshaw.
Okay.
Bigfoot knows him. Give us your story. We got a little time.
Nice.
Come on, fellas, talk to us. Either one of y'all.
Bigfoot.
Go ahead.
Bigfoot.
Yeah, go ahead, young fella.
Bigfoot, as you call him. I know him from View Park Middle School. That's where I went to middle school, and he.
Speak up, young man. Speak up.
Sorry. And he, you know, I won 2 championships with him playing flag football, just messing around in middle school. And now I'm at the Shaw. I'm at Crenshaw.
Yeah.
Playing wide receiver and safety, stuff like that.
All right.
You could have won 4 championships if you wanted to play basketball, but you didn't want to play basketball.
So look,
Not
you
my
got some
sport.
honors
Not
over
my
there.
sport.
Your dad was flashing a whole bunch of cards in the barbershop. I mean, a whole bunch stack full. Who's looking at you?
Mainly Pac-12, you know, UCLA, Oregon State, Oregon, Washington State, Arizona State, Wyoming.
That's a lot of places, man.
Yeah.
How you grades?
Pretty good. I got a 3.3 right now.
All right.
Okay.
But you made the honor roll last semester.
All right.
Yeah, I bumped it all the way up to a 3.6, 3.7.
Yes.
That's good. That's great.
Very good.
Yeah, good job.
Good, man.
Yeah.
How you think the team is going to do this upcoming season? The Crenshaw.
Team, I'm planning to go city. I'm planning to win city this year.
I see
My
it.
senior year, my last year, I got to go out with a bang.
And get it back from Norbonne. Didn't Norbonne win it this year?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I got a couple guys I know over there from Norbonne, so
see.
it'll be a good little game if they make it
Hey,
back.
you pretty fast.
Oh, yeah.
What's your time in the 40?
4.4.
4.4?
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah, that's definitely.
That's world class speed, man.
Yeah, he got to look like that's on a bad day.
Yeah. That wasn't win 80, was it? Nah, just kidding. Okay, did we get to football? Did we ever get to football?
No.
I'll let y'all start it off with the football. What do they call it?
Deflategate.
Deflategate.
Yes.
Flat tire, Deflategate, whatever it is. Your thoughts?
Talking about that.
Your thoughts? Pops, your thoughts? Talk to me.
You know, I have a good friend that I'm really close to, former USC ball player Kareem Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking the other night, and he was like, he basically said, it's not that much of a difference. But he said, you know, everybody does something to get an advantage. And they really made it an issue because, you know, New England has a history. They got a history with the Spygate and now this. And whatever it is, I think we all kind of are not fans of the Patriots. Maybe a couple of us, but yeah. But I don't know. I wouldn't put a lot of emphasis on it. I think the media really just blow it all up. But you know, I want to hear everybody else's opinion.
Yeah, go ahead, chime in.
Well, this Deflategate, you know, I call it, you know, is it cheating or is it getting a competitive advantage? Like you said, it's a football, okay? And if this, you know, everybody does something, you know, these are quarterbacks. If I was a quarterback, I would say, hey, how my balls feel with, you know, So I have no problem with that. The thing is that this is New England. Okay, I think that the penalty was overkill. He could have gave direction to these two guys to do something with the balls, but they don't even have that. So that's my issue. Some people say you should have got 8, 12 games. I personally say 4 is too many. 2 at the outside, he should have got just to slap his hand, let everybody know, cut this crap out. The next person is going to be even worse because we gave you your forewarning. And for as what they did to New England, the draft choices, I disagree with. That's overkill. It's too much. The $1 million, too much. Because in the report, if I'm not mistaken, they said that the coach, that Belichick had nothing to do with it, and the New England ownership had nothing to do with it. So I think that due to the fact that it's New England, and New England basically told him, you want more information, you go find it. We ain't giving it to you. And it's overkill. And I disagree with it. Bottom line.
Come on, Boxer, chime in. What's your thoughts? You got any thoughts on it?
Well, if one side deflates the ball, don't both sides use the same ball?
That's
No. Each team has his own balls.
Right. Okay.
Each team has his own balls.
On offense, they have their own ball.
No. Each team.
Has
on
their own
offense,
ball.
you have your own balls.
On offense, you don't use the ball that, like when they're kicking it off.
No, New England doesn't use Indianapolis balls.
There's a different ball.
You got your own balls.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's that. I never.
You know what I can't figure out, and I'll let you talk. When it's cold outside, and you have that hard ass ball, it seems like you should be able to let some air out of that without any consequence. There's a standard rule for the
just like
amount.
a basketball. It has to all be, somebody palming the ball. You can't have advantages. It has to all be the same. You can't have one guy. It's easier to catch because
it's softer.
Yeah, it's softer and it's deflated. But to me, the deflate was too, and it's just a side issue. Brady didn't attend the White House. He went to the White House all the times when Bush was president, but when Obama was president, you got something more important to do than to go to the White House. You know what I mean? And no, that's not good. I mean, not to politicize it, but at the end of the day, though, what do you have to do? A personal commitment as opposed to going to the White House when you won the Super Bowl? I mean, that's deflate gate to me.
There you go.
You have a very valid point. You want to chime in some more? You good?
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay, come on, Pierre.
Shout out to Sun Lady.
Sun Lady.
I have a different opinion. I'm kind of looking at it more towards, like DeJuan is saying, I feel as though the Patriots should actually, as a matter of fact, if I'm making the decision, if I'm the commissioner, I would have came down a lot harder on Tom Brady. I feel as though with the Spygate, and on top of that, with this situation with Deflategate, I think that it shows.
But you coming down for a reason. But you coming down for. You just said two things you coming down for. You said nothing about the football.
But hold on now. I'm about to get started.
Okay, well, get there.
Number one, you're looking at it's ruining the integrity of the sport. He's had an unfair advantage over having those balls decidedly different, like a different feel and a different amount of air. The other teams were not aware of the things he was doing, and on top of that, he's been doing it for over 10 years.
Okay, but
he's the only one been doing it, P?
Has it been that
He's the
long?
only one been doing it?
He's the only one who's been caught doing it.
Okay.
Time again.
But don't say that he's the only one.
No, I'm saying he's the only one who got caught. I mean, I can't blame you for something I don't know about.
Yeah, but
once I know about it,
for that game though,
it wasn't just that game.
Yeah, wait a minute. For that game though, did that deflating of the ball cause them to win the game and cause Seattle to lose? Had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, but it's not so much that.
This is all about the media and hype.
Well, I think he's getting an unfair advantage over a period of years.
Yeah.
If you add all of that up, I guarantee you a lot of the gamblers.
Account the unfair advantages, P. Account the unfair advantages.
Well, I need to know
how many games did they win due to him telling the guys to change the ball?
Just finding out.
How many did he lose? How many did they win?
We don't know, but he was just finding out.
Wasn't that information supposed to be in the Wells report?
Well, that Wells report wasn't okay? It didn't have that.
Over 10 years.
That Wells report has that? How can you have that in the report?
But it's in the report. He's been doing it for over 10 years.
Where did he get the information he's been doing for over 10 years?
What, he's been deflating balls.
Where'd they get the information? You've been doing it for over 10 years.
Oh, I don't know how they got it. I didn't look at the Wells report to tell you the truth. I mean,
you just said it was in the Wells report.
No, I heard about it. I didn't actually.
Oh, you heard about it, but you didn't actually read as it's in the Wells report. Okay, I just want if you want to.
You have time to read it?
No.
250 pages?
No, I sure don't. No, I did not have time to read it because I didn't want to read it. Okay, I didn't want to read it.
You should get receivers that should catch.
Yeah. That's what makes a difference.
I mean, it's not all Brady's fault. I mean, Brady should get receivers that can catch, first of all. Because if you remember the Super Bowl before with him and the Giants, nobody caught the ball. I mean, Wes Welker dropping a wide open pass. That could have, turned the whole momentum around. Maybe you should get receivers that can catch the ball.
Yeah.
Probably they're deflating.
That's a receiver talking over there.
Hey, you know what? We're almost it's almost time to get out of here. We've got a clip of my man here, and you want to take us through this as you watch it up on the top screen there. Go ahead, roll that clip.
Yeah, this was my last fight. I think this is the 9th round. Yeah, and I had him pretty broke down. I already put him down once already in the first round. Mm-hmm. And I've been hitting, I go to the body head.
Yeah. Body head, okay.
And where were you at?
This is in Seattle, Washington. On Showtime Sports.
Oh, man.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I said in the background. Yeah.
And so I'm about to set him up right now. I already been setting him up all night. Jabbing right hand, right here. Right on the chin.
Left, right. Oh, he's down. Oh, left hook money took.
What's your ranking?
I'm 5th by the IBF right now. Yeah.
And so you said you were a thinking boxer, and you were thinking through this whole the process there.
Right.
Yeah. You set him up.
Just breaking it down. Yeah. Right. I switched. Yeah.
That threw him off.
One more question for you. Would you pay for a rematch for Pacquiao and Mayweather?
No, I mean, I think the same thing's gonna happen. Same thing again. Yeah. They're using this excuse about his shoulder and all that. It didn't look like his shoulder was bothering him at all. He didn't show anything like that. And if it was bad, he would show it. You would see it.
Are you? You're not in the same weight class, are you?
No, I'm way bigger. I'm bigger than both of them. Floyd's a good guy.
How far are you away from that weight
Actually, me and my buddy Bobby met Floyd not too long ago. We had a little sit down with him.
Okay.
He was asking me a bunch of questions because he looked at me. He's like, "What weight you fight?" Because I'm really big for my weight class.
Yeah, I was noticing. I was like,
that's why I asked you if you were heavyweight.
Right. I'm really big for my weight class.
So you have an advantage with a long reach.
Yeah, a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's why that left hook came.
Quick question, man. When you in your walking weight, when you're not training, do you go up to light heavy or cruiser?
Yeah. Right now I'm probably like 187, 89.
So what would you do you think you will move up your weight classes?
Eventually, yeah. It's still easy for me to make 168.
Okay.
So, it's not I'm not weak in fights. It's still easy for me to make it. So as long as I feel that way, I'm gonna make it.
Okay.
Tell us something about Al Haymon, the mystery man.
He is a mystery man. That's what he is. I saw him a couple of weeks ago at the Chavez Fonfora fight out at the StubHub Center, and he just was like, "Hey, Julius, what's up?" and just dipped out. He really doesn't like to be around the cameras, around everything. He's just a businessman. He's got a brain, a business brain. That's what he uses, and that's what he does. I respect him for that, though.
Yes.
A lot of people want the fame and want to be in front of the camera, but he doesn't. He just be chilling.
Yes.
Smart man.
Yeah.
Very smart man.
Okay, well, we're watching the last little bit here.
He
called it off.
Active in training you? Or?
Yeah, he's one of my head coaches. Yeah,
okay.
Him and my uncle, both my head coaches.
Yeah,
and he's to every fight. He's to every camp. He also trains our amateur team. We have a national amateur team,
all right.
And he travels with them to Italy and Puerto Rico and all over.
Yeah,
and
my
he's
boy
still
Sammy
in there,
Watson.
Man. Still in there, yeah, man.
Sammy,
I'm supposed to see his sons tonight, actually, too.
Oh yeah,
I'm supposed to meet up.
Tell
with
him
them
Sonny said hello.
I will.
The barber. Yeah,
I will.
Know me, for years. Golly,
awesome,
we go back. Okay, hey man, this was a great show, gentlemen. Thank you all for coming in, and we'll see you next week right here on Just Sports with Sonny Wells.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing, yeah, I see what you go through. Put my lighter in the air, the truth is you're beautiful, 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 beautiful. Now put your lighter in the air for us.
He's just inherently, and he looks like he. What's your style? Curly, straight, wavy, or maybe you like it natural?
Introducing Secret Styling Hair Care Products by Smith Products Company, LLC. A complete line of hair moisturizers, shampoos, conditioners, and an assortment of other hair styling aids formulated for today's fashion-conscious consumer. Enhance your style. Get the secret.